everyone, and welcome to my home and away news. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. 7 Little Johnstons fans point out major clues Brice is miserable. 7 Little Johnstons fans have been saying for some time that Brice Bolden appears to be miserable in current scenes with Liz Johnston. Recently, some fans pointed out some obvious clues that this is true. So what do viewers have to say about Brice and his true feelings? Some 7 Little Johnstons fans think Brice Bolden should have stayed away after split. In the previous season of 7 Little Johnstons, the storyline surrounded Liz Johnston and Brice Bolden dealing with their split. Eventually, the pair got back together and even welcomed baby Leighton Bolden into the fold. However, the way a lot of people see it, Brice had the chance to bail and dodge a bullet. Instead, Brice and Liz got back together in 7 Little Johnston scenes, and they even doubled down by welcoming a baby into the family. As much as 7 Little Johnstons fans love Leighton and the way that she has fit into the family, many people also feel bad for Brice and the fact that he not only has to deal with Liz even more now, but also an overbearing Amber Johnston to boot. TLC fans point out some major clues that Brice is miserable. Brice may be trying his best to put on a good face for the TLC cameras, but the way that many TLC fans see it, Brice has been doing his best to go with the flow in order to keep the peace. However, between Amber and Liz, Brice gets the nagging and the critiquing from both sides, and many don't feel he deserves it at all. What do you think about Brice Bolden and everything he has been dealing with in current scenes? Let us know in the comments below. For years, 7 Little Johnstons has given viewers a front row seat to the chaotic, quirky, and heartfelt life of the Johnston family. With their openness and transparency, fans have come to feel like they know each family member personally, including longtime fan favorite Brice Bolden, the boyfriend of Liz Johnston and the father of baby Leighton. But in recent episodes and social media glimpses, viewers have started sounding the alarm. Is Brice miserable? A growing number of fans seem to think so, pointing to subtle and not so subtle clues that paint a picture of a young man who might be in way over his head, emotionally drowning in a domestic life he never truly signed up for. The shift in Brice's demeanor. Longtime fans remember the early days of Brice's appearances, the easy smiles, the confident banter, and the relaxed body language around the Johnstons. He seemed to fit right in, embracing the family's dynamic with a go-with-the-flow attitude. But in recent footage, that confident energy seems to have faded. Observant fans have taken to online forums and Reddit threads to discuss what they've noticed. Brice used to light up around Liz. Now he looks like a deer caught in headlights half the time, one fan commented. Another wrote, "You can tell from his body language, crossed arms, slumped shoulders, and avoiding eye contact, that something's not right. That's not the same Brice we met years ago." In several recent scenes, Brice looked visibly tense, especially during group gatherings or when discussions turned to parenting, living arrangements, or the future. His once frequent jokes are now replaced with long pauses, awkward laughs, or sidelong glances, especially when Liz or Amber starts steering the conversation. Living at Amber and Trent's, a breaking point. One of the biggest clues fans cite is Brice's awkward presence in the Johnston family home. After baby Leighton's birth, Liz and Brice made the controversial decision to move back in with Liz's parents, a move that many viewers believed was never Brice's idea. Fans believe it's clear that Brice feels out of place living under Amber and Trent's roof, especially with their strict house rules and ever-present cameras. He looks like a guest in his own life, a TikTok user noted. Others agree, claiming Brice seems to be walking on eggshells. His quiet nods and lack of enthusiasm during family planning discussions say more than words ever could. Some viewers even pointed out how Brice's tone changes when talking about moving out again. There's always a hint of desperation masked behind carefully chosen words. You can tell he wants out, a viewer posted. He tries to say all the right things, but he's clearly more than he bargained for. There's no doubt that Brice loves baby Leighton. His eyes soften around her, and fans have caught sweet moments of him doting on his daughter. But that doesn't mean he was ready for the enormous shift into fatherhood, especially under the scrutiny of not only a reality TV camera, but the ever-watchful Amber and Trent. Many fans believe Brice is suffering from emotional whiplash. One moment, he's a young man building a future with Liz at his own pace, and the next, he's suddenly a father, cohabitating with in-laws, and playing a role that demands more than he might have been prepared for. It's like he got steamrolled into the perfect family narrative, one fan posted on Facebook. Brice always seems supportive, but not necessarily ready for this. Now he's got no room to breathe. Liz's control is Brice losing his voice. Another major concern viewers have is the dynamic between Liz and Brice. While the couple once shared playful and equal energy, fans claim Liz now seems to dominate the relationship, often speaking over Brice or answering questions for him. One Reddit user wrote, "Anytime Brice starts to express doubt or hesitation, Liz jumps in and answers for him, like she's trying to manage the narrative." Others agreed, saying that Brice appears to shrink into himself whenever a serious conversation happens, nodding instead of voicing his own thoughts. It's like he's scared to disagree with her or her parents. That's not love, that's control, someone wrote. Social media red flags. Eagle-eyed fans have also turned their attention to Brice's social media, or rather, the lack of it. While Liz frequently posts about their life with baby Leighton, Brice's account has gone mostly quiet. His rare appearances in her posts often show him stiff or seemingly forced into posed family moments. Fans are speculating that Brice is using social media silence as his only form of protest. He's checked out emotionally, and this is his quiet rebellion, a fan suggested. Others believe that Brice may be trying to protect himself from backlash. After all, anything he says that doesn't align with the narrative could paint him as the bad guy, something fans say he clearly fears. A life he didn't choose. Ultimately, fans are worried that Brice may feel stuck, not just in a home he doesn't love, but in a role that wasn't fully his choice. Parenthood is a massive life shift, and adding cameras, in-laws, and family pressure into the mix has only complicated things. Many believe Brice might be staying out of obligation rather than joy. He loves his daughter. That's obvious. But does he love this life? I'm not so sure, one comment read. There's a difference between being present and being happy. What comes next? The big question lingering in the minds of 7 Little Johnstons fans is, what will Brice do next? Will he speak up and carve a path that reflects his needs? Or will he continue going along with what everyone else wants, sacrificing his own happiness in the process? Some fans hope Brice will find his voice and advocate for a life that balances fatherhood with independence. Others fear the pressure cooker will eventually lead to an emotional implosion, or a quiet exit from the Johnston circle entirely. As one viewer put it, Brice deserves to be more than just a supportive side character in someone else's story. He deserves his own.